can see that hollow tree, and there ain't nobody that can sing like me. Nobody that can sing like me.
Woody Guthrie was an inspiration to me, firstly because he's the father of the topical song tradition. Anyone who's interested in a song like, you know, The Times They Are Changing by Bob Dylan, want to know where it comes from, where that idea comes from, you should check out Woody. And it's the same with my song Between the Wars. There's a direct line that goes back. And Joe Strummer was hugely influenced by Woody Guthrie as well. He used to introduce himself, before he called himself Joe Strummer, when he was John Mellors, he used to introduce himself to people as Woody Mellors, you know. So Woody's influence comes through folk music, but through punk rock as well. And for me, you know, the first political activism I ever took part in was Rock Against Racism. I went to see The Clash in 1978 in Victoria Park in Hackney. So when there's a guy who's painted on his acoustic guitar, "This machine kills fascists," you know, it's a bit of a no-brainer really if you're Billy Bragg.
Way over yonder in the monarchy, way over yonder in the monarchy, there ain't nobody that can sing like me. There ain't nobody that can sing like me.
Life isn't all politics, and it isn't all love affairs. It's a sometimes charming, sometimes frustrating mixture of both. And ultimately, if you look at my songs, what they all have in common is I'm trying to write about some situation that I find frustrating. Now that may be about the government, it may be about something in society, but it may equally be about relationships and be about my failings in relationships. And what I'm trying to do is just give people a different perspective, whether they're, you know, heartbroken or angry about the way the world is. I'm just trying to offer them a different perspective. I think that's probably the most music can do. Music can't change the world, but it can offer people a different perspective, particularly the perspective that you're not the only person who cares about this thing. You know, you may live in a town where you feel a bit isolated from that. You come to the gig and there's a load of other people all applauding at the end. You go away with your batteries charged, I hope, because I do. I go away and think, you know what? That audience has really inspired me to carry on doing this. I've been coming to Australia now for 25 years, unbelievably. And, you know, I'm still engaged, and I'm pleased to see that audiences are still engaged as well. So I'm very much looking forward to the tour, both playing the Woody songs and my own songs.
Yeah, that's the price I pay for loving you the way that I do. That love you so much that, baby, it's such I walk a mile with a stone in my shoe. That's the price I pay for loving you the way that I do. Yeah, that's the price I pay for loving you the way that I do.
A good night for me is when someone comes to me at the end and says, you know what, you made me cry tonight. I think, great, because I've come a long way, mate. And if I've managed to get that amount of emotion out of you, it's made it all worthwhile.
Yeah, that's the price I pay for loving you the way that I do. And you know